In yesterday's video, we discussed the reveal within the Return of the Jedi novelization that when Luke was brought before the Emperor by Vader, Darth Sidious was overcome by fear of Luke, a fear that was obvious to both Vader and his son. In fact, Vader believed that Sidious's fear bordered on terror. The catalyst for this fear in Sidious was his knowledge of Luke's power, which was greater than the Sith had even realized, and which could be turned upon the Emperor to place him in grave danger. With Vader recognizing that Luke had the power to destroy Sidious, something that his master apparently knew as well, it seems that this would help to provide us with an answer for why Vader protected Sidious from Luke's sudden lightsaber strike in Episode 6. Knowing Luke's power, and clearly recognizing the anguish and torment tearing at the Jedi through the trap set by Sidious, Vader was on high alert and ready for an attack. And given that Vader was a servant to both the dark side and his position as Sidious's Sith apprentice, it appears that we have a simple answer to our question. Vader blocked Luke's lightsaber because he was merely serving his master and was ready for an attack from the powerful Jedi. However, Vader's actions in this regard had nothing to do with his dedication to Sidious, the Sith Order, or even the dark side, and it wasn't a result of his being attuned to Luke's power to destroy the Emperor. The real reason why Vader protected Sidious from Luke's lightsaber is again revealed in the Episode 6 novel. In truth, Vader would have loved it if Luke killed the Emperor in this moment. As we know from The Empire Strikes Back, Vader's goal was to rule the galaxy with Luke and Luke alone. However, as Vader was able to witness and take measure of his son up close, Vader realized Luke wasn't just powerful, but he also wasn't emotionally ready to embrace Vader, the dark side, or any attempt to rule the galaxy as Vader's Sith apprentice. In fact, Vader concluded that had Luke struck Sidious down in this moment, the unprepared Luke would have simply attempted to either return to his friends in rebellion or challenge Vader to continue his onslaught against the Sith. Either way, as Vader wouldn't simply allow Luke to leave, the death of the Emperor would have guaranteed that either Luke or Vader would have been killed as well, ending Vader's ultimate goal of ruling the galaxy with his son. Knowing this, Vader recognized he needed Sidious alive to help with two things. First, Sidious was necessary to help turn Luke to the dark side so that he would turn against his friends in rebellion. And second, Sidious was needed for Luke's tutelage and training in the dark side, solidifying the Jedi's fall. This is an immensely honest assessment by Vader, knowing that there were things that Sidious knew that he did not. Therefore, Vader didn't save Sidious due to his allegiance to his master or the Sith. Luke's attack was just simply premature. Through the wisdom and guidance of Sidious, Vader would ensure that Luke was ready and prepared to assume his place as Vader's apprentice as they ruled the galaxy together. It would then be at that point when Vader would be all too happy to see Luke kill Sidious. But until then, Vader would do exactly what he did on the second Death Star. Vader would intervene to guide Luke through tough periods when his son threatened his long-term goals of ruling the galaxy. It should also be noted that despite the obvious Sith acceptance of the Rule of Two, Vader wasn't completely out of line in believing that Sidious would accept a period of time where both Vader and Luke were his apprentices. For example, the novel, The Rise and Fall of Darth Vader, shows numerous points where Sidious is adamant with Vader that both of them were necessary to bring Luke fully into the embrace of the dark side, and more importantly, that Luke would become, quote, one of them, suggesting that all three Sith would be accepted within the Order. We could expand on this particular belief by Vader more in a future video, but Vader does begin to see the error in this thinking as the duel between him and Luke erupted, with Vader drawing a number of connections between his situation with Luke and Dooku's situation with Anakin, which of course would result in the death of Vader, a victim of Sidious's manipulation. But regardless, the answer to our initial question, which at first seems to have a simple answer, is clear within the Legends lore. Vader protected Sidious from Luke's incoming lightsaber strike in Episode 6 because Sidious was necessary to help bring Luke to the dark side and train him, thereby preparing Luke to ultimately become Vader's apprentice, ready to rule the galaxy as father and son. At that point, Vader would then accept Sidious's death. So there we have it, Vader's motivations in saving Sidious from Luke in Episode 6. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter, @SW Reading Club, for updates regarding the channel. Or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive rewards and discussions. If not for me, for trying to use the same plan twice.